Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing Power Book 2, Ghost. This was an amazing episode. Tariq is doing his thing. He's really putting in the work. His acting is amazing. And look, Effie is a hot mess. She's doing it too. So you know what? Let's get started, okay? So, they showed previously episode 8. They stole Mecca's stash, which I don't know if we can say the word D-R-U-G-S on here. So they stole Mecca's stash. And Zeke learns Monet is his mom. And how she found out that because Diana decided to tell him at the kitchen table when they was having a great dinner. So Diana, Lady Diana, runs her mouth too much. Okay, so we learned that about Zeke. Zeke is a little special, a little slow. And apparently Zeke is 23 years old instead of 19. Girl, you sure know what you're doing, Monet, Mary J. So then it starts with Tariq at the beginning of this episode 9. He's hallucinating and he thinks he sees Professor Tate, Councilman Tate, I would say, at the chalkboard writing something, but when he turns around, it's actually the guy Jabori, because Kang and Tariq got rid of Jabori. And then he sees Kanan, 50 Cent, and the black cop that he killed, Rena, which, Rena was like, it's not my fault what you did, because he was kind of like, I did this for you, Rena. Rena was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're my brother. No, you didn't. So then they show Carrie, Keisha, yes, La with her pretty self. And Carrie, she shows Tariq the phone where his father goes calling, and in the phone it says Dad, that his dad is calling. And Attorney Proctor. Y'all, this was an amazing episode. Then it shows Lauren. She's entering into the classroom, and Tariq, he's trying to stop her, like, no, Lauren, no, you don't want to come in here. She's like, for many years, I've never been late for class. And, she's one of the bookworms. She can't be late for class, Then it shows he awakes from his hallucinating. His attorney is on the phone. So, hold on, you guys. So, Tate is with his brother. Sorry, I had a pause there, you guys. I want to make sure I tell y'all, because sometimes I write down these notes, you guys. My handwriting can be such a mess. I can't even read my own handwriting. But anyway, Tate is with his brother, and they're sitting down discussing Jenny's next move. That's the district attorney. And his brother tells him a woman keeps calling, telling him that she actually saw 2 people getting rid of Jabari's body, called Jabari's death. And Tate advises him not to tell Jenny, the DA. He advises him to use his discretion. Tate got game. He's a little bit more street savvy than his brother. Next, what happened here with Power Book 2, Monet, she is reading about Carrie's death. Can't say the actual word because they set it up to look like she offed herself, but it was actually made to look like S-U-I-C-I-D-E, And she keeps calling Zeke. She's worried about Zeke because Zeke, he's a little slower than the rest of them because he's not street savvy like the rest of her children, And she's very protective of Zeke because she knows Zeke don't know how to do things on his own, and she's used to helping him make decisions. So Dante said, let me talk to him. And Zeke calls Dante, which is also known as Mecca, And him and Zeke are gonna meet up And Monet wants to go too, but he was like, no, let me handle this, you know. So and at this time, Tariq is actually entering the classroom. You know, he already had the reminiscence of this happening. I guess the hallucinating of it happening. So he's actually entering in the classroom at this time. And Councilman Tate is at the chalkboard, like we already previously seen at the beginning of this episode. And he turns around and he tells Tariq, get me that photo or else. Because he's letting him know at 2 o'clock, you got court. You need me, buddy. You need my testimony. Without my testimony, you would be locked up. So get me that photo. So he lets Tariq know he needs to get it to him before 2 p.m. because, you know, he has to be in court at 2 p.m. And Tariq was like, I told you about it. I told you about the photo. He was like, no, I need the proof. That's how Tate feels. And I get it, because if you don't actually have the proof, when you step into people that's privileged, they tend not to listen to you brown and black people, you know, so we have to have proof. So next they show Mecca isn't allowing Kane to leave his home. He actually forced Kane to be his number 2. And although it may be a promotion, it's not a good promotion, because he's actually controlling him, won't allow him to leave his home. So he told him that he's second in charge, but it is more like a punishment. He tell him that it's a promotion, but to me, it's more of a punishment. I don't see how it's a promotion. It's like a death wish. Kane was like, Mecca, I gotta leave, you know, I gotta go home. And he let him know, no. He took his hand, he grabbed the blade, the big chopping knife, put his hand on it. He was pretending he was gonna chop his hand off. That's just to put fear in him, make him do what he wants him to do, control. So Mecca, he chokes Kane. He takes Kane's finger and places it on the phone so that Kane can have access in the home, and he can't leave. He cannot leave Mecca's home. Mecca had Kane to call his father and tell him they no longer have the stash anymore. Kane is now Mecca's do boy. Yes, he is. He's definitely Mecca's do boy. And Kane is a little bit, I thought he was a little bit tougher than that. He kind of like falling in line, and that's not normally his memo to fall in line, because he will go against his own mom. So I can't believe he's allowed Mecca to rule him. So Kane calls his pops and tells his pops the product was stolen. Lorenzo says, come home, Kane. And Kane replies, I can't right now. Dante, which we know as Mecca, signaled him to get off the phone. Get your ASS off the phone. But anyway, Lorenzo is going crazy. He throwing stuff. He don't tow up his room because he's pissed off about the stash has been stolen. But at that moment, he does not know it's his own children that has done it. That did it, rather. So Drew and Diana come in, and they tell Drew tell his pops they are the reason he doesn't have his stash. He told his pops he's sorry. Lorenzo said, get my effing stash back. I want my effing drugs. And, you know, he's from the streets, you know, he might be like Mary. If you got to do what you got to do, you might off your kids. Then they show the scene. They roll over to where Tariq meets with Tate, and they're in the bathroom, which is a strange place to me, but they got to do what they got to do because they, you know, the court starts at 2 o'clock. So he's in the restroom in one stall, and Tate is in another one. He hadn't take the evidence that he needs so he can be, congressman or governor, I think governor, if I'm not mistaken. So he's looking at the picture. He's proud he has the evidence. So now he's going to help Tariq inside the courtroom. So So Congressman Tate, he gets up on the stand. He's gonna keep his word with Tariq. He throws his brother under the bus. Because his brother, now remember, his brother previously told him about this lady claimed to have seen two people, and that Jenny knows this as well, you know. So he throws his brother on the bus. It was very well planned between, you know, Tate and his brother. And this saved Tariq's butt. But the ones that went, you know, Jenny and Method Man, I can't think of his name, or her Davis, went into the chambers, and they was discussing everything. And the judge said that this case may be thrown out and it could be a mistrial. So Tariq's butt is kind of saved at this point. So then we scoot on over to Mecca and Zeke. They meet up. Zeke is something about Zeke. I don't know what it is. He acts a little slow. And now I'm not being mean or anything, but he's like really special. Zeke is. Mecca advised, you know, he's telling Zeke, I will help you out. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure that everything work out with you. I will even get you private coaching. And he wants him to talk to Monet. So we get on over here and we see Drew and Diana. They have plans to rob Tariq. So Diana goes over to Tariq's dorm, using her charm, yes, God, on her womanly charm, yes. Yes, Diana using her womanly charm. And she goes in there crying to Tariq. Everybody hates me right now because I tell the truth. Because they say I talk too much. Yes, you talk too much. And Tariq falls for her BS, and she tells him she needs something to drink. He was like, they don't have anything in their dorm right now, but he will go get her something. So he left out. And when he left out, she stole his barcode thing to get his stash. So when he come in, he almost could have called her, but he didn't catch her. So then we have where Drew, he goes to his boyfriend's apartment, dorm, or whatever you want to call it, and he steals his key card. So Diana and him later meet up, and they steal the stash because, you know, her brother Drew has this key card. She has Tariq's barcode to put up to the thing to scan, so she can figure out which is the openings to get the stash. So Monet meets with Zeke. He asks if she had anything to do with Carrie's death. And Monique, she looks him straight in his face and lies. Oh my gosh, that's a dangerous person. Because I honestly do believe that Monet does have something to do with it. Yes, Monet did it. So then they have a scene where the DA goes to Brandon's house, and she tries to convince Brandon, his brother, to snitch. But Brandon is not the type that will snitch. He loves Tariq. That's his boy. That's his ace boom coon. So he's not going to snitch. But his stupid brother, Trace, is running his D-suckers, and he's telling everything. So he was like, yeah, because he put us out on the street and made us sell, you know, drugs. And then Brandon said, shut up. He was trying to get him to shut up. And then the dad was like, don't worry about it. Trace will talk. He'll get on the stand. Okay. So we go to a scene, and it's Tariq and Brandon in their dorm, and he asks Tariq about the photo. And Tariq admits, yes, I gave the photo to Davis. And he's upset because he's like, what about my family? And Tariq is like, right now it's about my family. It's a mess. Their friendship is doomed, I think, at this point. But they've been through worse, and they stuck together. So then they show Zeke, he's doing a press release, and he's saying, you know, that he's going to be working and leaving where he is, and he's going to have a private trainer, and he's going to stay focused on his training. And then everybody's phones are going off, and to come to find out, when everybody checked their phones, their texts, that the text says that he is actually 23 instead of 19. Boom, bam, he's in trouble. So, I guess it was going to be his manager, whatever. He's like, if this is true, you are done. You can forget about your NBA career. Poor little thing. Okay, then there's a scene where Tariq is trying to get Lauren, you know, because that's his sweet thing. That's the one I think he really cares about. He's trying to get Lauren to safety. He advises her to run because he mentions about the recording when she wore the Rolex, and it was actually it was a bug, you know, tracker, whatever you want to call it. And he tells her she needs to run because now her life is in danger. And as we know, Effie tells Kane what has happened, that, you know, Lauren is the one that snitched. Okay, then Monet, Zeke, and Dante, they're at the basketball park playing, you know, you play basketball. And they get shot at. And everybody trying to hide out. And, you know, Zeke is real special. He's a little slow. So Mary has to tell him, Monet has to tell him to get down. So then, you know, Mecca, he comes out. He got his things blazing. So he's shooting back. And then the people drive off in their black SUV. And then Monet asked him, do you have, what is it? Is this got something to do with you? And he was like, no. And he was like, do you think it's Lorenzo? Then Tariq, he goes see his baby sister. Ghost attorney takes him to see his baby sister. He feels bad, and I can understand, because if I had to leave my loved one, it would hurt me badly as well. And the attorney tells him, don't get out the car, because Tariq got out of the car. He wanted to see his baby sister. And he didn't go in the home. He didn't go on the porch. He didn't knock. I guess he wanted to see her because he loved her so much. So he gets back in the car and they leave. Because he sees that, you know, she having a birthday party. She's in a good home. But I do still believe he's going to make future plans to get her. So Tariq, he's talking with Effie, and he just running his mouth too much, telling Effie too much. It's something about her I don't trust. And she may come off as a ride or die chick. But it's something about that Effie I don't trust. Effie meets with Kane. She tells Kane, Lauren has you on a bug. It's not good. She went back and told him what Tariq said. And Kane, he tells Brandon that he needs to off Lauren. And he's like, man, I never did anything like that before. I can't do it. And I can understand, because I'm going to tell you, I ain't let nobody talk me into no BS. So, you know, he's convinced if you don't do it, then you're going to be got. So he feels like, oh my God, I have no choice now. But anyway, Tariq asks Brandon to go get Lauren and take her so she can get away. But he don't realize that his best buddy, Brandon, is in a situation where he is asked to off the beautiful Lauren. So he takes Lauren and he gets out the car with the, you know, bang, bang, bang. And then he decides, because his heart ain't going to let him do it. Then he decides, okay, Lauren, I'm going to give you this bag. Tariq told me to get this to you. It's a bag of money. It'll help you get away. Go as far as you can. But before she could actually get away, who pulls up? Effie. Yes. Bang, bang. Effie. Yes. The female thug, Effie. So Effie gets out. She grabs her up. And Lauren is like, no, Brandon, I told you I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to leave. Brandon, tell her. And she socks Lauren because she don't want to hit her mouth. You know, Effie got to prove her love. It's about control with her right now, because she was like, this is my man. Tariq's my man. So she offs Lauren. Then they show a scene where Kane and Monet is in Mecca's house, and Mecca comes in and he sees them. He was about to go off on Kane. Then he realized, Mary. Monet is in there. So they all having a conversation about getting rid of Lorenzo. Really, he ain't smarter than Mary. Thinks she's smart, but he played the game a long time. But Mary wants to be the ruler of everything. She wants to be the queen pin. So she thinks she's gonna have Dante get rid of Lorenzo, her husband. But it may not work that way. We're gonna see, because episode 10 is coming. So we're go to the good old scene where we see Effie getting in the bed with Tariq. Effie is slowly taking off her shoes. She's looking pitiful because she knows she wronged Lauren. And it's all about her greed of a man and having control because she wants to be the #1 female. And it's something else. I don't know how to pinpoint it. But you guys, this it was really good, episode 9. So look forward to episode 10. And as you can see in the cover photo, I have my lip glosses that I have for my company. And I actually have a Hustler. It is an organic lipstick. But this one is called The Bag. You see it says The Bag. This is The Bag, the lipstick duo. And I have 6 of these all together. Then this one is Exquisite. This one is Wealth. I named them names to motivate you to get out there and get that bag. This one is Wealth. Isn't that a pretty lip gloss? It's a lipstick lip gloss duo. And this one is Prim and Proper. It is a nude color and it goes with anything. It looks good with any attire. And it keeps you on the conservative side if you are a conservative person. But even if you're not conservative, you can wear it. And so we have Health is Wealth. It actually comes with a clear lip gloss. It is in the pink field, when somewhat on the neutral side, but with a little gold metallic in it. Then we have Pretty. Can you see it? It says Pretty. And Pretty is a beautiful pink, almost like a hot pink. It's beautiful, and it has a metallic in the lip gloss. And it's a total of 6 of those. You guys, thank you for listening. Go to my website, IamLiLLieYoung.com, and purchase your lipstick needs. I have all together with the lip gloss 21 shades of colors. You can't beat the price. It's $20. High gloss, great for your lips, organic lipsticks. I also have lipstick brushes and other great things on there. And I also have a Queen Lily hair growth oil. If you are someone that's trying to grow your hair and you want long, beautiful hair, check out Queen Lily hair growth oil and get your hair needs on. Thank you for listening in, you guys. Episode 10, I'm definitely going to do it. It was really good. I think Tariq is doing his thing. Y'all, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I really need you to subscribe. Tell your friends, your family, so they can subscribe to my channel as well. Again, you can buy my lip glosses at IamLiLLieYoung.com. The names are to uplift you. Health is Wealth. Wealth, Pretty. You may feel like you're having a bad day. Put on Pretty. It's all about making yourself feel good. And you got to get out there and get that bag. Because I'm always out there getting that bag. But this one is The Bag. It's more of a peach color. Very pretty. Thank you guys again. Hit that like button. Come on, I support you, girl. I need you. Have a beautiful evening. Bye.